this is Megan.
And this is Steven.
And this is the Synchrony Podcast, where we talk about transforming apostolic dating culture and ending loneliness in the church. And it is, drum roll please.
I don't want to.
There you go. It is Christmas time.
Christmas time.
Christmas time is here.
Christmas time is here.
This is going to be released ideally the Sunday before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening to this, then it is almost Christmas. And so I hope everyone is preparing for a lovely Christmas season, delightful Christmas celebrations.
Yep.
I felt like doing a bit of a festive episode today.
I see that. You look like an elfish candy cane.
Thank you. These ears can attach to my ears, but they were itchy, so I stuck them in my hat instead. Ingenuity. So I had an idea that we would talk about some dating naughty and nice list items.
Oh my.
Before we do that though, just for fun, I have a speed round of questions for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
This is just, there's no right or wrong answer here. They're just questions. Okay. What's the best Christmas carol?
Carol the Bells.
That's a good one. The Pentatonics version?
Absolutely.
Okay. What is the best Christmas food?
Ooh, eggnog.
It's not a food. I was going to save that one for drink.
Oh, well,
Pick a food.
you can eat it.
No,
It's spoiled.
No, you have to make it into something to eat it. Like a panna cotta or a cheesecake or something.
I don't know. The cinnamon roll sugar cookies that What's-Her-Face made.
Oh my gosh, our friend Cass.
Cass. Sorry, not What's-Her-Face.
Cass,
Sorry.
if you're listening to this.
Sorry, Eli.
Goodness. Cass listens to our podcast too.
I know.
Rude.
Sorry, the cinnamon roll sugar cookies just took over my brain.
They were delicious.
Yeah.
And if you make more of them, I get them all because he was rude.
Definitely not.
So, okay, cinnamon roll sugar cookies. Those
Yep.
are delightful.
Yep.
What is the best Christmas tradition that you have experienced since joining my family? of which there are many.
Good caveat.
Yeah.
I would have to say the consistency of the routine.
What do you mean?
Like
our marathon Christmas?
Yeah. So this year is going to be different because it's going to be on Christmas Eve is going to be on a Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, we have church.
So we're going to have church, but normally when the Christmas Eve night,
Mm-hmm.
we have dinner at Nana's house.
Mm-hmm.
Then Nana's house, Christmas Eve night, dinner and presents.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas morning, we wake up, go to your parents' house, have breakfast.
Our children sleep over.
Our children, thanks to the Lord, sleep over at Gigi and Paul's house.
Mm-hmm.
Then we eat breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
open presents.
Mm-hmm.
Then we usually roll around a little bit just because of how full we are.
Yeah, we just sort of become vegetables for like an hour or
a
two.
couple hours. And then we go over for a dinner.
Lunch and dinner.
Yeah, lunch and dinner at Mamaw and Papaw's house, which
Mm-hmm.
then we eat a lot. And then we open presents. So it's quite a marathon.
Yeah.
I have to say it's more fun with the kids though.
Oh yeah, the kids make it great.
Don't get me wrong, it was fun before, but I feel like with the kids, they have such a different perspective.
Yes. What is the best Christmas movie? There's a right answer to this. You're going to get it wrong, but there's a right one.
Elf.
That is a good one. I was thinking of the Muppet Classic Christmas Carol, which is incredible.
See, I was raised on the Muppets, but not religiously.
Ugh.
Like the Kyles were always big Muppet fans.
One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one Christmas Carol version.
Yeah. I didn't see the Muppet Christmas version of it until I was probably a late teenager.
It's so good. 'Tis season to be jolly and joyous. Fa la la. It's great. Okay, we did movie. We did I think that pretty much covers it. Movie, food, carol, all that good stuff. Christmas time.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to talk about dating naughty and nice things. And in this cup, what I have added are real, actual things that have happened and been reported to me by real, actual people.
Okay.
And so some of them are naughty list items, and some of them are dating nice list items.
Okay.
So
Are there names on them?
No, it's all anonymous.
Okay.
So you have to pull one and tell me if you think it's naughty or nice, and then we'll talk about it.
I have an idea too.
You have an idea?
Mm-hmm. There's no names on them, right?
There's no names. Okay, you have to actually read them though.
There you go. Making a check yes or no list to ask someone to be your girlfriend or boyfriend. That was a apt first one for me.
Mm.
Did you add this?
I added them all. I made them all.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you did like a poll on Instagram or something.
No. These are all drawn from my experiences or memories.
I think this is a great.
Tell the people why you think that.
uh, okay, it's cheesy. I get it, but like if you're trying to play the cheesy card, which cheese oozes out of my ears on a regular basis.
Oh Lord, that's disgusting. Oh, that you could have just said you're a cheesy person and left it at that. It didn't have to be that visceral.
So, anyways, whenever I asked you to be my girlfriend, it was a check yes or no, and I saying this part is kind of cringy. I wrote it in crayon.
You wrote it in crayon, and we were on the beach, and you gave me a note and a crayon,
and I asked to hold your hand.
You did. It was very. I see. The thing about it is, though, I had been through such a series of bad relationships with pushy bad boys that it came across as endearing.
Yeah, I'm glad it did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stick it in the nice list bucket just for you.
Yeah.
But to those of you who might be asking someone to be your significant other at some point soon, I would exercise caution in this area as it can come across as a little bit infantile. But I'll put it in my nice list.
Okay.
You pick another one.
Okay.
I don't want them to have to read my handwriting.
Calling her pastor before booking your first cross-state visit.
Yeah, this actually happened to someone. So before they met in person, the other person called their pastor and basically like said, "Hey, I'd love to come visit. Do you feel comfortable with that?" And like talked through everything and answered a bunch of questions and like had a great conversation with them. Naughty or nice?
I think that's absolutely nice.
I thought I was really, really sweet, especially because this person had like a really strong relationship with their pastor.
I was about to caveat that. Like that has to be a pretty big thing because that's also like a gesture of affection to the girlfriend too, especially as she has a really good relationship with her pastor.
Yeah.
Of just saying, "Hey, I'm considering your feelings and wants," even though she may have never said that, but that's just probably, I guess endearing is the right word, but I feel like it's more than that. Chivalrous, like
chivalrous,
yeah.
I feel like it helps. It shows initiative.
It's attentive.
It's attentive, but it shows initiative that you're willing to put yourself in a potentially uncomfortable situation because a cold call to a pastor isn't something you do every day, right?
Yeah.
One you've never met before, right?
Yeah.
So you're putting yourself in a vulnerable situation in order to make her feel absolutely secure.
Yep.
And make sure that everything happens above board. I feel like it just demonstrates a lot of confidence, and wisdom. And if done appropriately, I think it sets the relationship off for a really great, dynamic.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's fantastic.
Yep.
Coming from the old fashioned guy.
Dig down to the bottom because there's the naughty ones in there, but you are only getting the nice ones.
You also chose a really small cup.
Well, baby, I just picked whatever cup we had laying around in here. I'm not gonna lie. I came up with this 5 minutes before we started recording.
Starting a new talking interaction after publicly announcing an official relationship. That would definitely be naughty.
Yes, it's happened.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing is like, I don't get, that's like just strictly common sense to me.
Yeah, it's not a good
idea. Or you would think.
It's not a good idea when all of our lives are so publicly online.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's a good idea anyway, but.
Like, that's definitely a player move, but it's
happened, I've heard it happening to men and to women.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of mindset you have to have about relationships. Like, that sounds very like your true north is already very messed up.
I think people do stuff like that when they really have like serious like FOMO, like fear of missing out, and they want to make sure that like and some of this I think comes from this.
Keeping your options open.
Yeah, some of it comes from this idea of like it's like the paradox of choice, where if you feel like you always have options, you're never content with the one that you have.
Yeah.
I think when people really want to make sure that they're not missing out on a great option, they'll leave that door open. So they'll maintain their dating app profiles, or they'll still be interacting with a lot of like dating focused spaces.
Yeah.
I've had clients who have agreed to go on dates with people, and then I find out later on social media that they're in an official relationship.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I think you just need to be, you know, commit to the one you're with. If you are publicly saying that I'm now in an exclusive dating relationship, please don't start talking. That's still dating.
Yeah. The funny thing is for us, if we
Mm.
find out that happens to our clients,
Yeah.
or like if that's one of our clients that does that and it has happened to us,
Mm.
we have a pretty stern conversation with them
Yes, we have a
in a very
talking to.
loving way. But like basically like, listen, like, no, you cannot talk to
Yeah,
five
it's not
people at once.
accessible, or
Yeah.
it's not acceptable. Like I think it's one of those things where, and again, like we have a whole episode about sort of when when it's okay to be talking to multiple people, right? Like
Yeah.
how to define an exclusive relationship.
Yeah.
And I understand that there's nuance there when you are just getting to know a bunch of different people. Once you have said in a public space, and we now know, like, you can't be living in modern society and not believe that what you put on social media is intended to be a reflection of your intentions,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
Like social media is now an extension of who we are. Look, like it or not, if you're on social media, it is a depiction of your outlook. So I don't think people can use the excuse of like, oh, being Facebook official or posting a couple's photo together on Instagram doesn't count as us being in a relationship. Like, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
In our modern society, it does.
Yeah.
And so to do that and then to turn around and continue to like initiate talking interactions with people is really dangerous.
No, I 100% agree.
Cool. The naughty list.
All right. So are we 2-1?
Yeah, I think so.
Ranting about the opposite gender on apostolic single Facebook groups.
Yeah. I've heard about this happening a lot recently. And I've seen some of it, honestly. Not in we're not
Yeah.
really in the singles groups anymore, or haven't been, but like just on posts that we've made, there's been a lot of kind of jabs back and forth about all men are blah blah blah, or all women
Yeah.
are blah blah blah.
Which, quite frankly, I don't really understand what the goal of that comment is, because like
Yeah.
nothing good's ever going to come of it, and you're also putting a bad taste in people's mouth about you.
I had the same thought where it was like, it was funny. Like I was looking at a spicy comment someone had left on one of our posts recently, and it was just a very, very negative comment about like women and their outlook on marriage or whatever. And I don't know. And then I clicked on this person's profile and they had like a scripture in their bio, and it was like, God is love. And I'm like, well, you're not. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
We didn't say naughty or nice, but this falls into naughty for me.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I just think that
I think if you're not, like, don't get me wrong, you're allowed to be hurt.
so let's talk about that, because I think sometimes people feel like these social media spaces are the right place to like process those grievances. What are the pros and cons of that in your opinion?
Well, I mean, obviously it's very situational, but I
Mm.
feel like it's where your heart is coming from
Mm.
and your motivations of why you're posting it. And so what I
Yeah.
mean by that is like where you're coming from is, are you coming from it like to post this out there to learn,
Hmm.
or are you trying to post this to prove a point and you really don't care what anyone else thinks?
Sometimes I feel like people post it in order to like do this weird like backwards bragging thing. Like I've seen versions of
Yeah.
it that's like, I just don't understand why X gender doesn't like X kind of woman or X kind of man. Like, for example, I'm blah, 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 and I'm a great catch, right? Like, it's sort of a weird backhanded way to like talk about yourself, but
Yeah.
it's it's a bullying thing. I mean, you're talking about yourself at the expense of other people, you know.
Yeah.
Even if you're not like explicitly calling out individual people, it just feels like middle school playgroundy to
Yeah.
me.
No, I agree. I think it's an overall sign of immaturity
Yeah.
or a place of growth that they haven't had the opportunity to really, or
Mm.
not the opportunity, they haven't really challenged that area of their life.
Yeah. So just say no to complaining about the opposite gender on social media if you can. I think it's also just not helping us develop a dating culture that's like healthy for everyone.
Yeah. But I mean, just to throw this out there as well, just because another person's posting some sort of negative,
Mm.
like talk, doesn't give you the right to correct them in just in an equally immature way. Because
Yeah.
I feel like some people are rage baiting.
Hmm.
They're looking for someone to just argue with. And there's a bunch of people out there that like to hear themselves have a good response.
Hmm.
And I think that's why I've just been so distant from social media. I'm on it.
Hmm.
I like do watch,
Hmm.
but I almost never post unless
Yeah.
it's about synchrony stuff nowadays. Like even back before synchrony, I would only post stuff of me like doing beekeeping stuff. And that's because people like seeing bees.
Yeah.
Not because they want to be close to them, but they like seeing other people be close to
Sure.
them.
Yeah, I think you have to really exercise wisdom in those spaces. And again, we're in a society where people are battling so hard online for like your attention. Like that's
Yeah.
we're in a, like the online space is just like an attention economy, you
Hmm.
know. So if you see something that's disrespectful or unpleasant, the best thing you can do is just not buy into it and
Yeah.
just hold back your comment.
Yeah.
You know, you don't owe any person out there your wisdom and genius if they don't feel mature enough to accept it, and that's okay.
Yep.
All right, what you got?
All right. Driving 8+ hours round trip in a day to ask for permission to marry someone and then again to propose. These
Hmm.
feel very personal.
Yeah, I ran out of nice things, so I had to come up with stuff that you did. Like,
Yeah.
it's sad. I hear more of the sad stories than I do
Yeah.
the happy stories about dating.
Definitely nice.
This is you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you drove all the way from West Palm to Gainesville.
Yeah. Having a lie to my future fiance.
Yeah, we came up and took my parents out to lunch.
Yeah. Looking back, this is probably not wise. Your brother was also there who was like 6.
He was like 8, but that man's
No, we got married. No, because, oh,
yeah,
yeah, he's probably 8.
yeah. That
That's crazy to think that know his age. That's
listen, that
insane.
man is a vault.
Yeah.
He does not share.
He literally told me like later, like actually just recently, he goes, I lied to my grandmother. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, I was an 8-year-old and I got asked by my grandma, why did you guys go to lunch the other day? Or like, where'd
Mhm.
you guys go? And as an 8-year-old, he looked her dead in the eyes and goes, oh, it was just like a music thing, like or something like that. It was just like a like dead in the eyes, and just said, "Nope, I know this is a secret I need to keep."
What's great about Connor, besides, I mean, everything's great about Connor. He's my favorite.
Don't let it go to his head,
I love him.
except
But
for his mullet.
I even love his mullet. I don't like it, but I love it because it's attached to him. Um, I he's also got like the best like deadpan
Oh
like
yeah,
expression
100%.
because he can just go like blank affect and like nobody knows
Yeah,
like what's going on.
for sure.
So he can just like shut it down and just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And like, you
Oh,
know,
he's emotionally distant. That tracks.
yeah, my little
He's not
brother's
hiding something. That's just his normal
that's
thing.
just normal. Yeah. My little brother's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did this and then you had to do the same thing to propose. It was really funny because I remember you did the proposal. It was actually, our proposal anniversary was 6 days ago. Proposal anniversary
When did I propose?
on the 12th
Oh, that's
of
right.
December. Um, I don't know why that date stuck in my head so much, but
I'm glad you remember because
yeah,
it was gone.
yeah. You proposed and then you were at my parents' house, you proposed, it was a big deal. They had a big meal, we ate. We went outside to walk around my parents' neighborhood because I was like in a
I don't
state
even
of,
remember that.
oh my gosh, I was in a state of complete shock. Like I was so excited, but I couldn't taste any of the food. It was like all my favorite food, couldn't taste any of it. We went out and took a walk down the sidewalk so I could like freak out without everyone paying attention and like cry and be all happy about it. And then you had to drive back to West Palm like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and Nicole and Jocelyn too, because
Yeah,
they
Nicole,
came along.
Jocelyn, and your mom.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was wild.
and I guess Jen too. Jen was with her.
Yeah, yeah, everybody was there.
Stephanie wasn't there, was she?
No,
I think so.
no.
Oh well, actually, we'll tag it. I have. This is the beginning of my videography journey. uh,
That's
I
true.
borrowed a bunch of like really old GoPros. Even back then, they were old.
Yeah.
From my cousins who use them for like dirt biking and stuff and
Mm.
lobstering. So I think I had 4 GoPros.
For context, for those of you who don't live in Florida, lobstering is when you dive
Oh,
down to the bottom of the ocean, scare lobsters out of their holes, and grab them.
yep, that's right.
Terrifying.
No, it's fantastic. It's a good time
Mm.
and lots of sunburn.
Yeah.
um. So yeah, we there's a video somewhere of the proposal.
Didn't Jesse edit that for us?
Yeah, I didn't know how to
Shout
edit.
out to Jesse, who just,
I
yeah,
told him about it and he was all excited.
yeah.
Um,
One of my grooms, or one of my bridesmen,
yeah,
the OG, Uncle
yeah,
Jesse Wilson.
yeah,
So good.
yeah. So we'll tag that somewhere in there.
Thank you, Jesse. You made a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that was nice. I think the takeaway here is you did something very selfless and sacrificial in doing that.
I feel like this is a weird episode. I feel like we're just either talking about me doing the nice thing. So
There's others in there, but
I almost stuck my hand in the coffee.
that would have been funny. I mostly hear complaints,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest with you. And I was trying to come up with, I also thought about the idea of like doing like a naughty and nice list for like things that like things people would do to their matchmaker that would be naughty or nice, right? Like
Yeah.
how they interact in dates. And then I decided that was too on the nose. Like I didn't want anybody to feel called out.
We've been doing it long enough to where I think we couldn't single that many people out. But that
I don't
being
know. There's
said,
some very unique stories that I could tell that I felt like it would be a little bit too. So yeah, this is the more subtle version.
yeah. All right. Next question.
Okay.
I have to cover your face.
Mhm.
Posting shirtless pictures on an apostolic dating app. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that just comes to either you're really desensitized.
Wait. Naughty or nice?
Oh, sorry. Are they old photos or are they current photos?
No. On a dating app, they just created a profile
Oh,
and they include
has this happened in Synchrony?
no, because we don't have
Oh,
a dating app.
I know, but some people think it is.
No, if it's happened on a new dating app, that shall go unnamed.
Nice.
Yes.
Which doesn't surprise me one bit because I feel like you have the new converts that have no idea.
Right.
And they just don't understand the modesty standards. But what's funny is this reminds me of a time at my church in West Palm.
Oh.
We used to have a really involved homeless ministry with the Wallers.
Yeah, that was an incredible ministry.
Yeah, and lots of people were saved, and a lot of them, I think, if I remember correctly, multiple of them had like worked their way out from being on the streets and getting back into a healthy life or healthier life. Anyways, there's this one guy who he was brand new and he felt the presence of God. He was so excited.
Yeah, you know, like that, like when you see people who it's their first service and they're just like blown away by like, wow, like this is what it feels like. You know, it's just overwhelming.
Yeah. The funny thing was is he was very obviously a hardcore tailgater
Like a sports fan.
or a big sports fan or something, because his first reaction to that like pump of feeling the Holy Ghost was pulling his t-shirt off and literally just swinging it above his head.
Yeah.
He was like, he's seen people running the aisles and stuff like that. He just
he's going for that king. He's going for that King David style worship.
He was going for it, and you know, we understood it wasn't like malicious.
All of a sudden,
like,
you see like 10 suit jackets
yeah,
like flying in his
100%.
direction.
Yeah,
like,
all the armor bearers then go right around him.
Precious.
Yeah, so it just reminds me of that. But that was a nice, good intentions.
Yeah.
But the posting is shirtless.
And in this case, and you know, it's not always clear. Like I think you make the point about new converts, and nothing against new converts participating in apostolic spaces, but I do think that if you are brand new, maybe don't immediately dive into dating, right? Like if you are just coming in, not because there's anything wrong with you, but there is nothing like a bad dating relationship to take fragile faith and just pulverize it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the hard part is when someone is really new and is not grounded, gets into a toxic relationship, and then like blames or has a bad taste in their mouth about the religion or about the culture
Right.
as a result of it, when really you can't throw the baby out with the
Or
bathwater.
like, so oftentimes if you're brand new to church and you're starting to date and you're used to dating like the world dates, right?
Yeah.
And you're dating the way the world dates in a church, you're going to end up having your pastor or pastor's wife coming and sitting and talking to you and having some really hard conversations with you.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that might feel a little bit awkward or difficult for
Or
people to handle.
targeted or yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's necessarily because, anyone's trying to do anything wrong. I think it's just a very fragile time of your walk and you should maybe give it some time. Give it a year, year and a half,
Yeah.
like talk to your leadership about it, get through your discipleship classes and then kind of settle in.
Yeah. This is a confusing one to me.
Okay.
Talking to someone on an app for several weeks and then saying you're not looking for a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's to me a really bad cop out.
Yes, it goes back to the whole like we did the episode recently about like how to honestly tell people that you're not interested in them, right?
Yeah.
Like stop saying like it's not you, it's me if that's not how you feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Like being like, "Oh, you know what? I'm really not looking for a serious relationship right now." Then why are we hanging out in a singles Facebook group?
Yeah,
Like,
why are you here?
and it's not like there's like singles ministry pages, right? That's not what that is. You know what I
No.
mean? If
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
in like a apostolic singles seeking relationships group, right?
Everyone's connected.
Apostolics are us dates, like
Yeah.
like we know why we're here, right? Like let's not play dumb. I feel like it's a type of gaslighting almost.
Yeah.
Where people will like behave like they're doing all the things to signal interest.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, we're just kidding. I'm actually not here for that." It's like, yeah, you were until something else happened, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be better just to say, "Hey, it's been nice to talk to you, but I don't think I'm interested in pursuing this further," right? And just being honest with them about what you have going on in your head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
We have
and
2 more.
joyous. Ba-da-da.
In the frame. All right.
I don't remember which ones are left.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Sending the first good morning text message. Is that every morning or is this just like right after you first start talking?
I think when I wrote it, I was thinking of like right when you first start talking.
Yeah. Or like you just get done with a synchrony date and you just exchange information and then you're the first person to say good morning.
Oof.
Yeah.
Be still my heart.
Yeah.
This is such a weird modern dating thing.
I know. Yeah. It's like in the carrier pigeon delivered a message.
Oh, wait, I have to tell a funny story. I'm going to put my mom on blast for a second. I love you, Mom. Right before Christmas. Hopefully she's already wrapped our presents, so she can't take them back. So my
you doubt
mom,
her ability.
right. So my mom was blessed to grow up in the church and still attends the church that she grew up in. And a lot of the other people that were her age in the church at the time also still attend our church. It's great. My mom dated like a lot of people.
And I hear your grandmother did too.
Back then they called it going steady.
Yeah.
Actually, Nana didn't date that many people. Because she got married and she was like 19 or something. Fair. But mom dated quite a few, and a couple of people that she dated still go to church with us. And obviously, like everyone's married happily and has kids, and now their kids have kids.
Yeah.
But the other day I didn't realize that one of these guys who's like he's like the father of one of my dear childhood friends now,
Yeah.
right? Who also dated my mom for a little while. I didn't realize he listens to the podcast every once in a while, which was so flattering and sweet. So shout out to you if you know who you are. That was awkward. Anyway, so he came up in church and he was telling me he was listening to the podcast about like all the different, how like communication and dating has changed so much or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what's so funny? He's like, I was cleaning out something the other day and I found a box of letters from your mom. And he said it like it was just like so normal. And I was like, Wow. Go figure. Did you show them to your wife?
Yeah.
Like, who was like, they're all friends, right?
Yeah.
But it was just so funny that I'm like, wow, back in the day, I guess like the current version of that is like opening up an old phone or something and seeing a bunch of like old ancient text messages. I
Oh,
don't know.
sure. Well, I mean, because my first relationship when I was really young,
Mm,
we were long distance for like 3 years.
mm,
We actually wrote each other every month.
really?
Yeah. So, and it wasn't, we had cell phones, like we could have texted, but again, I'm an old fogey. Like,
I burned everything for my long distance
yeah, I
relationships.
don't have any of this stuff, but so writing wasn't that long ago.
I didn't actually. Yes. No. People still do write. I don't know. Like
I haven't written anything down in a long time.
I can tell. I had to look at your handwriting on something the other day, and I was like, my goodness.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you should go see all the sign in and sign outs of the kids at school. It's
oh no.
all like I'm writing with my toes.
Good. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I just thought it was really funny and kind of cute, and I told my mom that, and she got a kick out of it. So. Good times. And it just goes to show you that even if you have a really difficult dating experience in the future, you might go to church with that person and you guys might all be cool and be friends and be able to do great stuff in the church together.
Yeah,
So that's why it's important to break up well and
that's right. Break up like an episode.
right, demonstrate the fruits of the spirit even when you're letting people down.
Yeah. All right, last one. This might be a short episode, guys. We actually might keep our promise.
I was aiming for that because it is 12:03 a.m.
Ooh, let's end on a good one.
Mm.
Texting or calling your ex right before or right after your own wedding. This is not from
Yes.
personal experience.
This is not this is not from us. Yeah, I've heard I wish I could say this I'd only heard about this one time.
Yeah.
But I've heard about this from multiple people.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's like a whole like cold feet thing, but I'm usually like I'm talking to the ex of this person.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah. This is usually a failed relationship.
I'm talking or I'm no, like I'm talking to the not married person who has received texts or calls from their ex or their former situationship or whatever who is just about to get married or just got married. And every time someone tells me this, all I can think of is their poor spouse.
Yeah.
Who is now in this relationship that's already been undermined from the beginning.
Yeah, and they don't probably know it.
Right. It's just wild. So I've it's hard for me to imagine being in a spot in your head where this would ever feel like a good idea.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what people think they have to gain by doing this.
I don't know. I don't know either.
And the one person I talked to this happened to, they, to their credit, immediately, like they didn't even respond to the text. They just blocked the number, deleted everything. And they're like, I'm not going to be the one to ruin your marriage.
Yeah.
Like let not your good be evil spoken of. I'm not going to sit here and be like your emotional shoulder to cry on while you have your cold feet moment. Like,
Yeah.
no. So if that happens to you, just shut it down, block the number, walk away. But yeah, it blows my mind.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
It really is. And how sad would it be to be like going into that beautiful season together and suddenly be unsure?
Yeah.
Which is why you should work really hard to identify your values before you commit to marrying someone.
That's right. You should.
Which you can get help doing by working with a matchmaker.
The thing is, you don't have to work with a matchmaker to help you necessarily find someone.
I know, but I was trying to make an ad.
No, I know, but we have a lot of people that are like, "Oh, do we have to use your services?"
No, not at all.
We can do coaching too,
Mhm.
which we are coming up with some sort of rate.
Actually, it was funny. I just I talked to another couple recently, or not a couple. So she had been a client. She had come in to do a consultation, and I hadn't been able to match her. I hadn't had anyone that fit, her criteria or her needs. There just hadn't been the right person while she was part of our pipeline. But she met someone independently and had messaged me and had asked for some advice. And we had done a little bit of coaching, just a tiny bit of, via Messenger or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know if I should go out. I think it was right before her first date. She was like, I don't know if I should go out on a date with this person because I'm not sure if X, Y, and Z align. And we're like, well, how do we get more data about that? How do we understand what this person's about? Right. Like blah, blah. And I got a message or message. I got a message just like a few days ago that was like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I just wanted you to know that the guy that I went on that date with, it proposed to me and we're engaged now.
Mind you, this was like probably 9-10 months later.
Oh yeah. It's been a really long time.
Yeah, or a year later.
Yeah. but I just
It
thought that
wasn't
was,
like a month later.
yeah, no, take a minute.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
So yes, you don't have to work with a matchmaker to do the deep dive on your values and really understand what it is you're looking for,
Yeah.
because you don't want to get into a situation where you've like, quote unquote, fallen in love with someone and you just are all excited about it, and then you propose and you realize when you're about to get married that you haven't figured out the most important things,
Yeah.
like where are we going to live, or what who what's our relationship going to be like with each other's families, or who's going to move. Like, have the hard conversations before you get there.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
What's cool is we also had someone who joined, I think his name's Steven as well. Now we have like 3 or 4 Stevens.
Oh, in the Discord.
Yeah, in the Discord.
That's
We
funny.
had someone join and he said I was like, how'd you hear about us? And he says, well, I listened to the podcast.
Well, shout out to you, Steven.
Yeah.
Steven number 4.
I was 3 or 4, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I say he listened to the podcast. I haven't had a chance to really connect with him yet, but it's just really cool to see people come in. I actually didn't tell you this.
Mm.
We actually had someone in the Discord,
Mm.
like they were responding to each other in the iron sharpens iron section and the sub channel, and someone mentions like we connected through sync or something like that, or like synchrony, or like the sync project or something.
Yeah.
And someone in the comments goes, sync project question mark. And then we had like multiple people like just chime in and say like what it was and explaining what it was.
How
And
did
like,
they get there?
I'm like, how are you in our Discord and you don't know what the synchrony
I
project?
love
No, but I
that.
think it's awesome,
Yeah.
which means he probably got invited by someone who knows about synchrony, but it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm in this Discord. Like,
You wanna
hey,
come
you
hang
want to
out?
come hang out? So I thought that was hilarious. And I loved it.
Babe, you have like 44 something people
Yeah.
in the Discord now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Can we just talk for a minute? I am so proud of you for creating the Discord. Like, not just because I mean, we've talked about how important those spaces are for apostolic men, but like I've been like hearing about the conversations the guys are having in there, and like occasionally like peeking over your shoulder, whatever. It's really
Not very often.
Yeah. It's really beautiful conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are talking about real stuff, and it's like funny, and it sounds like you're having a great time, and people are connecting with each other in there. Like, not just connecting with you, but like forming friendships in there and getting to demonstrate like everything that's cool about their life. I just think it's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, babe.
You're
I could have done it without multiple people helping me.
doing a really good job with it though. Like,
thanks.
and it's like very, like, I remember when we were talking about it at first, you were very much like in like analysis paralysis about like
100%.
Yeah, because who you got to be in those spaces. Like, you hadn't really been both like the dude who games and hangs out and is like a cool guy to hang out with, and sort of the dating coach, public intellectual role in the same spaces at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about like merging those worlds.
100%.
Just because it is a safe space for me to like escape if I do want to like hang out with just friends.
Yeah, you kind of had to open up your little safe haven to like the work.
But it's been really cool because like I have people that are in the Discord that I actually have a decent amount of acquaintances. Like I have probably a third of the Discord or like people that are friends or acquaintances or people that like I used to be close with a long time ago. And it's been really cool to be able to reconnect with people and they're looking for this space too. And then there's the other 2/3 of these guys that either know through synchrony or I don't. They either were told about it from someone else or they just happen to have like heard about us through general conference or something like that. And so it's been really cool to just see people have real problems and be okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I have to say it's been difficult like moving the needle of like creating an atmosphere of conversation, but like you saw today, like I just briefly, like the conversations were just flowing and I wasn't even involved.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I want to be involved, but like for a little while I felt like I was like, oh no, am I gonna have to like pull conversations out of people?
No, I think it's been really beautiful. And you can tell that just from what you told me, like it feels like people are hungry for the kind of connection that they're getting there.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard about this before, Stephen created a Discord server that's just for apostolic men.
Yep.
And
Married and single.
yeah, and because we know that really the way for men to like gain control and stability and value in their dating lives is honestly it sort of starts with healthy relationships with their brothers,
Yeah.
right? And being uplifted and connected to other men in the church. So you created this really cool, low key, like interest driven space. I just think it's amazing. I'm really, really proud of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's been fun.
Good.
I've had multiple people reach out to me separately and just tell, like, and this is not me trying to pat myself on the back by any means,
Mhm.
but it's been really cool because I was worried that people weren't going to care about this,
Sure. Or that it would
you
come
know, or
across as
that,
like cringy and
yeah,
awkward, like, you know, asking someone out by giving them a piece of paper with a checkbox on it and a crayon to check yes or no.
yeah. But that's me risking myself
Mm.
in a situation where I'm the only one that's at risk.
Yeah.
But just very similar to starting Synchrony, starting this Discord is like people are coming with expectations,
Mm.
and I'm worried I'm going to let down those expectations.
Yeah.
And so, but that being said, ever now that it's rolling, I've been really enjoying it, and it's been really fun to see the relationships grow. And I'm less worried about it flowing
Mm-hmm.
because now it's just, I think consistency needs to be important.
Yeah.
I would love for people to start hanging out in the chat without me having to be there or scheduling it. I would love
Yeah.
for people to like want to just go in there to hang out.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to grow, is for it to be a place to like the outpost, you know, it's called the outpost for a reason. I want it to be like this, the place that people just go
Yeah.
and hang out.
I think it's going to get there. I think it's going to develop organically.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was our dating naughty and nice list, plus a nice little anecdote about the Discord server, plus Steven's Christmas favorites.
Yeah.
What a great episode. It's the holiday variety pack.
Yeah. We need to do maybe one last or second to last shout out for the sale.
Yeah, the sale is still going to be going on while you're listening to this. So until the end of the year, our matchmaking service is 50% off. So ladies, that's really mostly for you. If you would like
It's
to,
all for you, actually.
yeah, because our men right now can start for free because we're trying to keep the barriers low for our gentlemen. Low. But so ladies, if you would like to start the matchmaking process, you can sign up right now for your consultation. It's 50% off on our website. The link is down below. And yeah, it's going to be a grand old time.
Yep.
And it's a good time to do this because we're going to be closing our pipeline to ladies after the first of the year.
Yep.
So you got to go ahead and purchase your consultation before then in order to make sure that we get you in. We'll reopen it eventually, but we're doing that so that we can do some data diving on the ladies that we're working with right now and really start reaching out to guys in the right age groups and demographics and locations to help serve them.
I just realized
I
didn't put any of our soundproofing blankets anywhere.
Oh.
I really hope there's not echoes in our mics right now.
We apologize if this is a very echoey episode.
Anyways.
The only other announcement we have is the cruise.
Yep.
Still time to sign up for the cruise. If you would like to go to the Bahamas for 3 days in February, if you live in the cold, snowy, frigid north and would like to get away for a little bit, we got 3 days in the Bahamas and you're welcome to join us. Chelsea's information is down below. You do have to pay the whole cost of the cruise up front, but it's going to be a good old time.
Yep.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Hey.
Hey.
I love you.
I love you too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Are we doing another episode before New Year's? Probably, right?
Yeah. I mean, I imagine the, I don't know if we're going to record it on Christmas Day, but we'll record something that weekend.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe we can get your brother on here.
That would be fun.
Connor, we're coming for you.
Maybe we could, maybe Connor could do a guest hosted episode.
Yeah.
Be fun. All right. Well, something to look forward to in the new year.
I'll ask you tomorrow when you're stuck with me all day.
It's true. Nowhere to escape.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.
Have a wonderful holiday.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.